Welcome to Kletus Roadside Service. First, we need to make an announcement. The melons have been found. The melons have been found. Luke, don't worry about the melons. We found the melons, and they were in a cooler, and they were no good. I actually did not even set eyes on the melons. My eyes didn't go to the melons. There's some cantaloupes, okay? So we went camping. Right as we're leaving, a guy pulls up in a gator, says, "Here's some fucking cantaloupes, eat them." And I said, "I don't have time to eat them right now, but I'll take some." So we all took a bunch of melons, and I thought that I might have left some melons. I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to eat some of that cantaloupe. I'm going to eat it." And my wife was like, "Oh, I think it's in that cooler down there." Because I was like, yeah, I think I left it in the back of his fiance's car, and she's like, no, they're in the cooler. So she went down to go grab them. She was gonna slice them up and let me suckle on them melons. She's gonna let me motorboat them melons. And then she said they're fuzzy. I don't know. I said, oh, all right. She said, and they stink. I said, all right. She could have just said, I don't want to fucking chop this fucking thing up, and threw them in the trash out front. So the melons are no good. But I want to apologize because I thought that Luke had unknowingly kept my melons, and I wanted my melons. I wanted those melons. Now I might go buy some melons. I don't think they're going to be as good as those melons. Those melons went bad fast. That means they're good. The melons I get at my store, you leave them out for a couple of weeks, you could punch them. You could fucking twist the nipple of those melons, and they'll still be good for a long time, probably. They got too many pesticides and bullshit on it, preservatives and whatnot, and what have you. So, anyways, I lost out on the melons. I've been thinking about that all day, and I don't want anybody thinking that I am going to accuse them of stealing my melons. They were free melons that I didn't even want, really. I was like, I got to get going. He's like, take them. I was like, take the melons. I take two. He's like, take three. I said, no. I only got two hands. Okay, three melons, weird. Three melons is weird. All right, we just need two melons. So I grabbed two melons, and they unfortunately perished in the cooler in the hot garage. The hot cooler in the hot garage. The cooler, you would think a cooler would keep them cool. No, no, no. You got to have ice in there, and there was no ice in there. So, anyways, no melons for me, which is okay. No melancholy. That's a word. What's a melancholy? What the fuck even is a melancholy? Use melancholy in a sentence right now and tell me the description, and I want you to spell it. I had a thought of having a spelling bee on this podcast. That's a bad idea. I don't even know what to spell. This is called Soldier Road. I'd spell that wrong. That's for sure. Saul Dyer. Saul Dyer. Saul Dyer. Soldier. Shoulder. Shoulder is another one. It's got an H, so it makes it a little bit easier. But Soldier Road. Sold Ire. Well, now I know how to spell it. And also Hammond. Hammond, next exit. Not going there. I'm going down to Tulsa. Gonna go down to Tulsa, drop off a couple of fucking boxes full of shit, and grab two empty boxes that ain't full of shit and take them back up. And then I gotta reload a couple of boxes of shit. And then I'm gonna go home. I started early today. My 30 alarm bells started going off at 4 a.m. I didn't want to set anything at 3. Even 3:59 was too early. 4 a.m. alarm. And hold on. Let me just open it up so you guys can see. I mean, you can't see, but I can tell you. 4, 410, 420, 424, 426, 427, 428, 429, 430, 436, 440, 501, 503, 505, 510, 515, 520, 530, 540, 545, 550, 602, and 630. Those are my alarms. If you are curious, don't feel bad if you have more than me. I will probably add some more on there. I feel like there's a couple of gaps I might need to fill up. I got up at 5 though. And I turned them all off after that. But I do have a lot of alarms. I said I want to get up early as fuck. I don't want to start my 3-day weekend at 7 p.m. at the shop. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be doing that. So let me get up as early as I possibly can, and which I technically was, because I got off yesterday and I had a 10 hours and 22 minutes between the time I logged out of the truck to the time I logged back into the truck. Not a lot of time there. Didn't get a lot of sleep. I was motorboating some other melons last night. Let me tell you, it was a good time. There just hasn't been a lot of good time for intimacy. It's just I've been back and forth, running around, up and down, left and right, in and out, and now and last night. I mean, maybe that's why I'm feeling so great. I did stay at a hotel for 2 nights. There was a lot of jerking off going on. A lot of jerking off going on. Once I get in that door and get this tight fucking belt off, that one-eyed dragon's coming out, and he's going to start breathing cum out of his mouth or something. I don't know. So I'm just jerking off all in the hotel. And even my wife, whenever I got home last night, she's like, you stayed in a hotel for 2 nights. I said, yeah. She's like, did you do the dirty? I said, I sure did. As soon as I shut the door, I was doing the dirty while I was on the phone with you and the kids. You guys called me at a bad time, but I just went ahead and paused. I'm laying, my fat fucking whale ass is just laying on top of the sheets, just erect, with CNN blaring on the TV, and my phone just on my chest, and I'm just talking to you because I was in the middle of something. I didn't even close the blinds. I mean, it's got the shade down, so people can't really see in. I can't even really see out. But the thing that's blocking all the light is up. Usually that goes down, and I get real wild. Just so, I mean, you guys don't want to know that, but I do. I don't know. I think it's in most mans that when you get in a hotel by yourself, you just want to start yanking. Just to go ahead and get that out of the way. You know, there's going to be another later on that night. You'll take care of it again. But as soon as you get there, you got to take care of that. Take a shit, take a shower, and then figure out what the fuck you're going to eat. And sometimes you'll eat something good, like Taco Bell. Sometimes you're going to eat the big bomb burrito out of the freezer downstairs. That's not a good time. Not a good time at all eating the big bomb burrito. So anyways, last night was awesome. Even though I barely got any sleep, I did. We had a little bit of mommy and daddy time wrestling in the sheets, and then then that was. I mean, all the love that we were giving each other surely went away right at 4 a.m. She is beating the fuck out of me. She's like, "Get the fuck up! Turn off your alarms." I'm like, "I'll turn them off, but I'm gonna oversleep." She's like, "Get up then." I'm like, I don't want to get up yet. Really don't want to get up yet. She's beating me up. She has cut me once. I don't know what she had. She had something. She just sliced me. She said, "Get up!" This was her cutting me right on my arm. And I said, "Ow! All right, I guess I'll get up." You know, um, might have been her fingernail or her diamond ring that I got her 10 years ago. We are going on 10 years of marriage. It's awesome. I'm glad. Where are these guys going? Where are you going, Lincoln? Oh, they're going down to town. I'm not going to town. I'm staying up on the highway. I got a long ways to go still. I did just stop off at the Casey's and grab me a couple of slices of breakfast pizza. After eating some come and go pizza, Casey's pizza, you need to step it up. I don't know what come and go is doing, but I mean, first off, Casey's, come on, leave the pie in the oven a little longer, okay? Nobody wants the floppy, falling apart, chewy dough pizza. We want something that's going to be cooked, not too much. I don't want it left in the warmer for 4 hours, but anyways, just got me a breakfast pizza, got me a coffee cup. I am also kicking myself because I just now figured out how to use these coffee lids. It's weird. I mean, it's just part of my life, and I'm gonna share it to you guys that are listening here. The coffee cups, they have this little flap with a little nipple on it, and it's got a spot where you can flip it backwards and push it down, and it will stay out of your fucking mouth while you're drinking. But when you're a truck driver and you're bouncing around all over the fucking place, at least 8 drinks of coffee splashes out of that fucking thing all over your whole. It'll splash all over the fucking place. Let me clear my throat. Uh, but actually, if you leave that thing closed, when you put the lid up to your lips, it'll push that little nipple down and allow coffee to come into your mouth. It's now that I've noticed that, I really like these coffee cups. I like them a lot. It's really nice. I am wondering what the fuck is the other, because it's got two settings. Instead of having a medium lid and a large lid and a small lid, they have a lid that's got multiple settings on it. So it's got a big old like flare out on the top of it, and that catches on shit. Now that's one thing I don't like. I do like that you grab a coffee cup lid and it's the right one. But listen here. All the coffee cup rims are the same size. Why is the lid got two different sizes if there's not a bigger coffee cup? Because I'm on the smaller one. I don't know. Anyways, that's just my coffee cup lid rant and rave. Yeah, last night was a good night for reasons mentioned, and also it was my buddy Luke's birthday. I am still sorry I accused you of keeping melons unknowingly, but you didn't keep them. You actually gave them to me, and I just didn't see them in time. They fuzzed up. But his birthday was yesterday. And I kept waiting for the clock to turn to 4:30 to call him, and then I totally forgot because I was like, I don't want to call him during the day. I'll wait till 4:30, and then it was like 6:30, and I called him, and he didn't answer, so I left him a good old message. He texted me back. I haven't texted. I ghosted him, but just know I do appreciate you saying thank you for me saying happy birthday to you. That's awesome. We're uh, we're both the same age now for a little bit. Um, what else is going on? The 4th of July. Sorry, I went quiet there. I just spit. The 4th of July is tomorrow. And for people that may not know, the 4th of July is a pretty big holiday. It is the birth of the United States of America. I'm not real good on history, but I know that we blow a lot of shit up on the 4th of July. It's a good time. A lot of houses get burnt down too. So that's not good. But, you know, you got to wet your roof before you leave. Got to get that garden hose out, wet that roof. Got to wait for the sun to go down and then wet that roof so it don't evaporate and then get out of town because you're going to have bottle rocket sticks all over your fucking roof, at least in Missouri. I know there's some states that don't really allow a lot of fireworks and shit, but in Missouri, we don't give a fuck. You blow off whatever the fuck you want. That's actually not true. You should probably check with your local government to see. But for the most part in Missouri, the cops ain't gonna. They're like, yes, for the whole week leading up to and after the 4th of July, they get phone calls every 20 minutes about gunshots in the area. And they are not gunshots, they are kids with black cats. Black cats are little fireworks, little poppers. And they're just blowing them off all the time. It's for people that have nervous dogs, it's a horrible time. Poor dogs is all I got to say, because I had a dog that was severely scared of fireworks. And it was a rough couple of weeks. Even when the Super Bowl baseball champion Chief guys, those fucking guys, whenever they would win a game, who watches that? Fuck, not me. But if they win a game, people blow up shit, and it scares my dog. So, anyways, I don't have that dog no more. Rusty Hammer, he is gone. He is gone with the wind. He got cancer, poor dog. And before it got bad, I went ahead and laid him down. But he was probably 11, 12 years old. I should probably know that. He was born in 13, and he was like a year ago. More than a year ago. I don't even know. It's just been a blur. But my poor dog, he never suffered. He was a happy dog, and he just didn't like fireworks and stuff. The dogs I got now, they don't give a shit. Luna, the great shepherd, or German shepherd, the German shepherd, uh, she should be American shepherd, American German shepherd. She doesn't care about fireworks. She's out there just running around. She's like, "Where's it at? Let me get it." And my other little dogs, they're like, "We don't care. We don't even notice it." I don't know. I'm pretty sure both of them can hear, but they don't respond to much. Uh, they're just little dogs. They got that little dog syndrome. They're like, we're lap dogs. We can always jump on your nutsack when you're sitting on the couch, and it won't hurt. It does hurt, just so you know, little dogs. It does hurt, and I don't like it. And whenever you come up and you're being so cute and you get up on my chest, but your back leg stands right on the top of my dick, and it hurts, and I gotta move it because I don't, you know, they chew their own nails. I don't clip their nails. They chew their own nails and jagged edges through basketball shorts. Not good. But 4th of July is coming up in just 24 hours. I got the day off. Everybody should have the day off, except for people that work at the grocery store and the gas station. Those are the places I'm going to be going. I'm going to be going to the gas station, grab me a fucking little drinky something, and maybe something else. People need to buy lighters to light up them fireworks and stuff. So, anyways, I've had a lot of 4th of Julys, 34 of them. Don't remember, a lot of them, but there's been a couple of good times. When I was like a teenager, we would get the sparklers. You got to get the metal stick sparklers and wrap them up in electrical tape real tight. And people thought that you had to wrap up like 50 of them. Brother, give me 4 of them and I'll wrap them up super nice and tight. Bend those metal sticks out so it stands up nice and good. And then you just leave one sticking out just a little bit further so you can light it and then run. And then that's going to go, bam! It's going to explode. Metal stem sparklers. They're pretty good. And you also got to get decent electrical tape that's not going to just melt and put it out. You got to get some of that 3M stuff. That's some good stuff there. But yeah, we did a lot of just blowing shit up. There was one 4th of July. I think it was after 4th of July. Somebody had a bunch of leftover mortars, which are like ball shaped, like, I don't know, not tennis ball, not like a stress ball. I guess stress ball sized is probably pretty good. Or mandarin orange sized. That's a good one. What else is about that size? Let me see. I don't know what else is that size. Pretty much just these mortars are that size. And mandarin oranges, but those don't blow up. You got to get these mortars and you stick them in this cardboard tube, and then they shoot out and they explode and they look all nice and pretty up there in the sky. And if you're lucky, you're far enough away that whenever they light it and they start running away, the tube will knock over and it'll shoot right into a crowd. And that's really cool. Nobody usually gets hurt, but there's a potential there, and that's what makes it so cool. But we had a bunch of mortars, but we had no cardboard tube. And we're just teenagers running around in this field, my buddy's grandma's field, and we're just throwing mortars at each other because it's kind of fun. They don't take off because they need that tube to take off, but they do like hiss, and then they just boom explode, and they're way bigger on the ground than they are up in the sky. But we were throwing those at each other, and then I guess we burned up a lot of the field. So we got in trouble for doing that. One of my first 4th of Julys I really remember, because my mom, I guess she had a bottle rocket get shot into her hair, and it exploded in her ear. Not cool. But that was before I was born. After I was born, we didn't really, we went to fireworks shows and stuff, but we lit off some stuff here and there. We would usually go out to my uncle's house, and they would set them off on the other side of the pond. It was always cool, but, no, it was cool. It was a good time. It was always a good time. But, anyways, at my house, my dad finally convinced my mom to let us all get a bunch of these fireworks. And I used to tear up toys all the time. Like, that was my thing to do, was tear up some toys. I would grab Hot Wheels cars and put them in the bench vise and just crank it really slow and just watch it bend and break and everything. And then I'd grab another one and put it in there. My dad hated it, but I was getting the dollar's worth out of that Hot Wheels. That was awesome. I loved watching it. But I also had model cars and other just like little toy cars and stuff, like some die-cast stuff. And I had some that I would take them out into the middle of the road, and I would just shove a bunch of fireworks in there and light it and watch it, just see how I could explode this little die-cast car or whatever. And it usually worked out really well. But there's a time, elementary school, There's a girl that I thought was cute that I always said was my girlfriend. Her name was Victoria. And my buddy Jordan, we were all hanging out together. And we were all running over to this little die-cast car or whatever, throwing fireworks in, lighting them, and then running away, watch it explode, go over there, throw more fireworks in there, and we're all throwing fireworks in there. Nobody's keeping count. One of the times we went over there, and as soon as we bent down and put our faces right up to the fucking die-cast car, guess what happened? Guess. I bet you won't. I bet you won't guess what happened. It fucking exploded. There was an unexploded firework in there. And some of the shrapnel fucking hit us in the face. And then that was, I don't know, my parents were not too happy with us doing that. But we've always had a good time with fireworks. Nowadays, well, since my uncle passed away, we used to go out to his house, and like I said, we would blow up a bunch of shit out there. Even before he passed away, kind of the family just quit being such a big group of family, and we just kind of did our own shit. But since for the last 10 years, most of the 4th of July's, I've been going over to my wife's family's 4th of July because, we would go, whenever I was a kid and we would go to the fireworks stand, we would just get little shit, and my dad would sometimes get some big shit, but just a couple things. Not her family. They go out and they buy thousands of dollars worth of fireworks. And I'm just like, can you just act like you spend another $500 and give it to me? Because holy shit, I can't believe you're just blowing up all this money. Like and it's in a cul-de-sac. And I mean, I guess it's for like the neighborhood, but it's not like nobody's pitching in. Definitely not me. Like, I don't buy fireworks. I'm going to go to a fireworks show and watch it. Well, the big shit, at least. I'll go buy the kids the little poppers and shit. But they go spend thousands of dollars on fireworks. And there was one year where it got a little hectic because they invite a bunch of the family over. And there was this little girl that had, she was on some sort of a spectrum. She's wild as fuck. Let's just say that. She wasn't like, you would think like autistic kids don't really like that stuff. This kid, I don't know what the hell's wrong with her. But there's something there going on. And she's just crazy. So, like, she would snatch babies, okay? That's a wild thing to have, is a baby snatching kid. Kid will just run over and snatch up a baby and just walk around with the baby the whole time. You're like, can you set the baby down? Set the baby down. Walk away from the baby. No reaching. Take her down. She would just do crazy shit all the time. Well, anyways, we're all over there lighting up, and we have like the tailgate of the truck is sitting there. Some of the fireworks are there. Most of them are in the garage, and we're lighting all this shit off. We're going out into the middle of the cul-de-sac. Everybody's got lawn chairs up. Grandma's there. We got a canopy and shit. People got their coolers. Uncle Bill's sitting there all big and happy. And this little girl ran over. She did what you should never do, and she grabbed a mortar and ran it down, and she didn't run it out into the middle of the cul-de-sac either. She's been lighting little black cats and stuff right here on the curb, and that's fine. But she grabbed a mortar. It was a smaller mortar, but she grabbed one, and she lit it, and it fucking exploded right on Grandma. Like, it went, bam! And everybody's like, oh, shit! And I'm like, oh, we need to lock this shit down. Create a perimeter. Like, take stock on what we got here. No, don't let the crazy little fucking chick get in there and start blowing off whatever the fuck she's got in there. She's going to lose a hand. So I didn't know. I know you didn't know. Fuck. There's a kids section over here. You grab it from the kids section. Don't grab from the mortar section. Jesus, it's like a grenade. She just lit off a grenade right next to Grandma. And that was the only incident we ever had. Lying. I'm lying to you right now. We had another couple of them. We had one where I was the victim of it. So we have all these plastic tubes, and each of these plastic tubes is specific to the right things. You know, you can't have a tube a little bit too big because the thing might not fly out far enough. You can't have it too small because the thing won't go in it. You know, you got to have the specific tube for the specific firework. And so we found that there are like 3 major sizes of tubes. And when you grab the wick, you know, you just set it in there. And if it goes in there and it doesn't wiggle around, you're good to go. Anyways, we got a board. No, this is before that. Hold on. This is before that. We just had all these tubes sitting out in the middle of the cul-de-sac, and people are lighting them off. Well, when you got one kid is lighting this one off, and another kid is lighting that one off, and the dad's over there lighting that one off, and he's like, "Run!" And the kids turn around, and the one that is lit, they trip over the motherfucker. It falls down and points directly towards yours truly. And the motherfucker shot, and I was sitting in one of them fold-up chairs. It's got all them A-frame fucking little fucking bracings and shit. And it got caught up underneath my chair and fucking exploded right under my ass. And it burned the chair. Not a good time. I mean, everybody else ran. I just sat there and took it. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, get out of there. I'm like, it's done exploded now. I'm like, geez, my ass hurts. All I see is bright lights and stars and spaceships and shit. I'm all fucked up. Just got exploded. So yeah, that was we used to have a lot of incidents over there, and I could probably find more, but that was about it. And once the kids, well, we've had kids for a while now, about 6 years, so and they are also not super fond of big explosions. So, and it's especially when they were babies, we would have them up in the house most after 2 times the mortar was shot into the crowd. We started taking the kids into the house and letting them watch through the window or through the screen door inside the house or just up on the porch, just out of the way. But yeah, they're not too excited about all that. So that's what we're looking forward to tomorrow. I'm not going to get drink or drunk. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay bone sober. I think that's a term. My wife, she's like, "Can I drink on the 4th of July?" I said, "For sure. Go ahead." I mean, we didn't get hammered drunk, but or even really all that drunk. But at the campground, I did do a little bit of drinking. I guess I did get drunk because there was one night that I sat there and I just kept cracking open a Twisted Tea and chugging it. And then I'd crack open another one and chug it. And that was on Saturday night. And I cracked one open, or I set one out right after drinking like 3 of them. And then Luke was like, "I'm going to go to bed as soon as you're done with that one." And I took it slow. He said, "Oh, if you're not even going to open it, then I'm going to bed." And I cracked it open. I said, "Now you can't go to bed." He's like, "If you don't start drinking, I'm going to bed." I'm like, "All right." And I started drinking it, but then he went to bed before it was done. I could not believe it because I was feeling like drinking and partying. But I can definitely understand where everybody was tired and worn out from camping. I definitely was, especially after riding a motorcycle home after camping. Yeah, it was. And my right hand does not go numb when I'm riding, but my left hand goes numb all the time. And it's not like I'm grip. I focus on not gripping the handlebars super hard, but even just, I don't know, it might be my gloves, I don't know, but just my hand in a handlebar grab fashion will go numb. Maybe it has something to do with the vibration, I don't know, but I end up just opening up my hand, but then I feel like I don't have a good grip on the bike, you know? So that wore me out. I don't know. It didn't wear me out, but it's just a thing that I thought of, so I said it. That's what's going on right now. Yeah, 4th of July tomorrow. Wife getting hammered drunk. We're gonna go out. We're gonna watch some people blow some shit up. Gonna eat some hot dogs. My wife is making buffalo dip, which is a recipe from my ex-girlfriend that I lost my virginity to. Her mother used to make this buffalo dip all the time. And then my mom and family loved the buffalo dip so much that she wrote down the recipe. And now we have Kevin lost his virginity to this girl's mom, and then her mom made this buffalo dip. That's what we have. And my wife, she's been against it, but now she's finally gonna make it tomorrow. And I'm like, babe, I don't know if this is a good idea. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm gonna take one bite of that buffalo dip, and I'm gonna go back to coming for my first time in a woman, or in a condom, in a woman. I think I wore a condom like 3 times in my life. I only got 2 kids, I think. But yeah, she's been against. She's like, I'm not gonna make your ex girlfriend's mom's buffalo dip recipe. I'm like, it's on fucking BettyCrocker.com. Okay, it's not her recipe. It's just cream cheese and rotisserie chicken and buffalo sauce and ranch and cheese, and you bake it in the oven. It's pretty fucking simple, yeah, but it's so good. You got to get those Fritos scoops. Got to get the scoops. If you don't have the scoops, I'm fucking knock that buffalo dip on the ground. It ain't worth it unless you got the scoops. And I'm not talking little Frito chips. Those are fucking bullshit. You're gonna break them off every time you dip one in there, and you're just gonna have a fucking minefield of broken off Fritos in your fucking buffalo dip. Because once that when it's hot, it comes out nice and good. But whenever it cools down, you're breaking chip off left and right. Okay, you got to get the scoops. The scoops got a little bit of rigidity to them, and you can fit a lot of buffalo dip in a scoop. And it's like the perfect amount of buffalo dip to chip ratio. It's good shit. Uh, but anyway, she's gonna make buffalo dip, and I actually didn't have any of that conversation with her, and I don't know if she even feels that way about the buffalo dip. But I thought it'd be funny to say it right here, right now. What else is going on this weekend? I don't know. I heard it's gonna rain. Oh, and I'm getting a bonus, guys. You can quit clapping now. You don't have to stop clapping. Okay, all right, keep clapping, I guess. Keep clapping. All right. All right, enough. Okay. I'm getting a bonus, guys. We bonused. Hooray. My fucking savior is a bonus coming in. Now, is it going to be $300 or is it going to be $3,000? I don't know. We didn't bonus last quarter, and it really fucked up my life. Just kidding. My life's been fine. But I need to get this bonus. There's a lot of maintenance things that I need to buy that aren't really in the budget. I need to do some maintenance to the motorcycle, some maintenance to the truck. I need to do some other things to the square body. I need funds. And now, am I going to work on the square body? I'm going to tell you about the stuff I want to do. Am I going to do them? Maybe. I think I might try to one of these days. I don't know. If it's raining, probably not. If it's raining, probably not. Because even underneath the truck, there's holes everywhere. There ain't a dry spot on that motherfucker. Till I get them floorboards banged in. That's something I need to do. That's definitely something I need to do. And I could do it at any point in time. I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. Is this my turn? I'm turning. I'm gonna turn. I think this is it. Yeah, don't need to take the business 69. Need to take the regular old 69. Here we go. Coming around the corner. When I'm coming. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I put a couple of things in the Amazon cart for the bike I need to get. And there's the little chain slider. I'm gonna have to get one of those, and it's like $50. But I don't know. I'm thinking I might talk to my buddy and see if we can 3D print some sort of a guard there, because I don't need the guard to be as big as it is. I just need it to shield my swing arm where the swing arm mounts to the frame. I need it to guard that. And I'm thinking, I started thinking about it. I'm like, a 3D printer might be able to make something just to, like make a C with your hand. I need it to be like that. But, yeah, I got a couple things I need to buy for that. My 92, I don't know. I don't even know. I've got maintenance supplies for it right now. I need to change the oil and everything. I still haven't changed the oil. Need to get that oil changed. I need to change the oil on the motorcycle and the square body. I just need to put the shim in the fucking starter. It'll take 30 minutes if I just do that, and it'll fire up, and then I can go do a lap around the block. I mean, I just need a gas bucket to stick the hose in, and then it'll be fine. Uh, and then maybe that will spark me to get the rest of the shit done to the square body that I'd like to get done, which is banging the floors in, figuring out why the passenger side window switch doesn't work anymore, redoing the entire fuse box, which shouldn't be that bad because I mean all the wires already ran. I want to put them in a new fuse box that is more organized. I need to run wires for the headlights and the taillights. I need to get the interior light figured out. I guess I don't really need to. I'm probably not going to drive the thing at night that often. And so I guess even headlights might not be all that important, but I definitely need blinkers. That's a big one. Got to have blinkers and brake lights. Um, but yeah, I mean the truck is still sitting there. It's doing just fine. I would like to move it around a little bit. I don't want to get too many flat spots on the tires, even though the truck isn't gonna. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, the 92, I need to wash it out. I need to wash it, motherfucker, out. The interior is disgusting on that thing. It's got a bunch of bullshit in there I need to take to work and stuff that I've taken from work from the trash bins. I got buckets of bolts and shit that they just throw away. I got a bucket of chains also. Somebody just threw away chains. I took them. I'm like, why the fuck they throw these chains away? I'm not actually not even going to ask. I'm just going to take them out of the trash bin and throw them in my truck. And I got some other items that I need to grab also. Which now that I think about it, they might be gone. Because there was a fridge. They had set up a fridge, and then that's where I was putting all my stuff. And then I found some cool stuff in the metal dumpster and in the regular dumpster that I wanted to keep. Because in my company, they don't have we don't have the time, the money, or we do have the money, but we don't have the will to save a lot of shit. They just buy a new one whenever another job comes up. I'm like, I'll take this shit home. Is what I'll do. And it's usually from jobs I'm not even on. People just do a job and they're like, "Oh, throw this shop vac away." We used it. It was brand new. We used it once for water or something. I'm like, fuck me, give me that thing, because they got to build a new shop vac to every job. So why would they reuse an old shop vac? They just get a new one. We have a lot of shop vacs, by the way. But anyways, there was a fridge set there, and there was some shit that I had saved off to the side, and then now everything has changed in the shop, and I went on vacation. I bet you my little stash is gone. That's okay. I don't even remember what was in there. I just remember it was good shit that I wanted to keep. But anyways, yeah, there's some stuff I'd like to do. There's some stuff I'd like to do, and getting a bonus would definitely help out. Ease the burden of buying shit that isn't going to help me make any money. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, this weekend, if it is raining, I'm probably going to try to turn on my computer and play some video games. It's been a while. I would really like to play some video games. I saw a new survival video game that came out. So the game Motor Town that I play all the time, low poly, a lot of fun, a lot of really interesting, and the assets on there. So like the characters, the cars, the buildings, all the stuff that's in the game are these low poly characters and everything. Well, there's a new game out. It's a survival game, and I've been thinking about buying DayZ, or there's this other game. It's called 7 Days to Die, and it's where you're basically like a naked guy, and you get dropped in the middle of nowhere, full of zombies or just bad people. I don't know, and you gotta collect supplies, build a fort, do all kinds of shit. Well, there's a new game that I just saw come out. There's a guy, Mr. Bug, is the YouTube channel. Uh, Anyways, I watch him because he plays a lot of Motor Town, and he just played this new game the other day, and I'm very interested because it's all the same assets as Motor Town. And I've seen other games with the same assets too, but they're not the same creator. It's just, I guess somebody made all these assets and people can buy them and put them in their video games or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. But there's this new survival game that came out, and it's all these low poly stuff, and it looks fucking sick. Looks fucking awesome. It looks like something I could definitely get into playing. I just don't know if, like, I like the idea of playing the game, but unless I have 6 years of my life to waste on playing video games, it's like, why even start? Because it's like, I haven't had time to play video games. I guess I've had time. I just haven't played video games in a while. But I feel like I just haven't had the time to do that. And why would I start a video game that it's not a game you're going to be able to just turn on, play for 20 minutes, and turn it off. It's a game you're going to turn on, and it's going to be 3 hours before you get one thing done. And that's the only games I like, are the games that take a while to do shit. So, I don't know. Maybe try to play some video games. Maybe try to clean up the garage. Maybe do some maintenance on the motorcycle or the pickup, or work on the other truck, or I don't know. I really don't know. The yard needs mowed really bad. The backyard. The front yard's fine. The backyard's bad. The backyard, I called a guy. He's going to come mow it. I don't know how much he's going to charge. But I asked him on Tuesday. I said, hey, man, can you come mow my yard? Because he came knocking at my door one day. And this guy. All right, so I'm sitting. We're eating dinner. And knock at the door. Ringing the bell. Walk down there. I'm like, what's up? Well, first I said, you're not selling solar panels, are you? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, because I've had 17 fucking people come knock on my door, try to sell me solar panels, and I do not want solar panels. I keep telling, like, one way to get rid of these guys is to tell them you have horrible credit. They're like, oh, you don't have credit in like the 600s? You're like, no, mine's in the 100s. And he's like, oh, never mind. They will run away from you. Just tell them you have horrible credit, because that's what you got to have credit to get these fucking solar panels and shit. Because I actually did talk to one of them. I'm like, let me just hear your pitch. Tell me what you got. All right. What do I got to do? Where do I got to sign? Blah 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 blah. And he's like, how's your credit? I'm like, not good, not good. First off, I'm not going to put my credit up on the line for your fucking solar panels, okay? I know they'd be mine, but I ain't doing it. I ain't doing solar panels. Okay, bud? Get the fuck out of here. Not doing it. I'm like, my bills are fine. Leave me alone. They want to see your bills and shit. Anyways, this guy comes knocking on my door. I say, you're not selling solar panels, are you? He's like, no, I'm trying to mow lawns. I said, oh, interesting. I was like, well, actually, like, do I need to like sign up or anything? He's like, no, it's just me, and I got a couple of houses down the block that I do every week, and I saw your yard needed mowed, so I figured I'd come ask, see if I could get you, I could just mow it once every now and again, or I can set it up to where I come every week. And I was like, every now and again might be good. Let me get your number and name and everything, and I'll think about it. And I hadn't thought about it until Tuesday. I was driving into Nebraska or Iowa or somewhere, and I said, fuck, the yard needs mowed, because the only time I would have had to mow the lawn was either last week after working, and I didn't want to do that, or because I mowed the front yard before we went on the cruise, and I didn't mow the back, and so the backyard has gone a while without being mowed, and it needs mowed really bad. And I got home at an okay time yesterday. Well, not really. I didn't get it home at an okay time, but I could have grabbed the mower and went out there and fucking struggled my ass off. But I just got back in town. I didn't want to do that. But on Tuesday, I called this guy and said, come mow my lawn, man. Mow my backyard. The dogs have stripped a bunch of toys out throughout the field that you're about to mow down and hay up and make hay bales and shit. Kind of hard to see anything. There's also bunnies like to make nests in my yard if I don't mow it soon enough. So I'm sure there's a couple bunny nests out there. Please mow my yard. And I was hoping he was going to do it I guess yesterday. He said, I might be able to do it on Thursday. I'm like, that'll work. And now I went and I looked at the yard last night, and I said, holy shit, that's a tall yard. I'm going to die if I try to mow that fucking thing. That's what I tell myself to get out of mowing it. I'm like, I could just pay this fucking kid $20. He'll bring over his probably better mower, and he'll mow it all down for $20. I'm like, that's what I want. I want him to mow the yard for $20. But I don't know how much he's going to charge me. But yeah, just mow the back, man. Mow the back, please. Maybe go ahead and mow the front too, since you're already here and you got the thing out. You got gas. I got to go get gas. I don't have any gas at the house. I don't want to weed eat. I don't want to have to deal with all that shit. I mean, if I could just pay you $50, which is, I need $50, but I also need the yard mowed. The dogs are just getting lost out there. You gotta whistle several times for them to find their way back to the house. And they're like, over here. Just kidding. It's not that tall. It is tall, but it's not too. I mean, I guess it is pretty fucking tall. But I'm excited to not have to mow my backyard and weed eat, because it definitely needs weed eated, trimmed around the edges. Last time I did work on the backyard, though, I did like try to clean up a lot of the areas and shit, and did pretty good. But now all of that progress is gone now. There's fucking bushes and trees popping up all over the place. I'm like, damn it, this is not good. What else is going on? New subject. What else is going on with my life? Oh, I watched American Sniper in the hotel. What a fucking movie that is. That's a good movie. And I like it a lot. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but I watched it in a hotel, and first off, I hate commercials. I hate trying to watch a movie with commercials. Like, it's not good. I don't like it. I gotta, I'm watching fucking advertisements for medicines and shit. Oh, take this Ozempic bullshit, and you might have shit growing out of your kneecaps, but that's okay. Your doctor will talk to you about it, and you'll be all right. I don't, I don't know. There's a lot of fucking just everything is just ads and ads and ads, and I'm like, damn. I'm not exposed to that anymore. I grew up watching commercials all the time, like remembering commercials, knowing commercials, having favorite commercials and not favorite commercials. And nowadays I don't like any ads whatsoever. I don't have to deal with them. I got YouTube Premium, so I never get ads on YouTube. On Facebook, yeah, you're going to scroll past a couple of ads. There's be like some hot chick in a video, and it looks like you're going to be able to see down her shirt, and you click on it, and it's a fucking ad. And you never get to see down her shirt. Like, this is bullshit. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I watched American Sniper. It's a good movie. It's a real good movie. That butcher guy, that fucking fuckhead, I fucking hate him. I'm so glad Chris Kyle got the butcher. Uh, but yeah, anyways, that was a good movie. If you haven't seen American Sniper, check it out. It's a good movie. Um, I haven't seen any other movies lately, or TV shows or anything. I've been watching Cletus McFarland on the YouTube and watching just random shit. So there's that AI thing that's out now, and I don't know. It was just scrolling through on Facebook Reels. I don't want to do that, but I end up doing that. I just try to get on Facebook. I look at dirt bikes and trucks and stuff, but then I always end up on a video scroll, and there's this AI Bigfoot video of it. It's like an AI Bigfoot influencer. And he's got like a GoPro, and he's just walking around, and it's actually really funny and pretty good, and it looks amazing. But that's scary, man. Thinking about the AI shit, that's some crazy looking shit, and it's only getting better, only getting better. But this is like some new AI model that just came out, and there's a lot of these, and I've seen several of them, and I mean, I guess they try to be a little racist or whatever, but they're like, Ultimate Airlines always gets priority, and then this airplane fucking runs into some shit, and this chick falls out of it, and she's just screaming and everything. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Or the newscasters are like, hi, I'm Sajana Flakovics, and there's a fucking tornado right here. And then she's like, actually, it's not, and I'm not real. And then it's an AI video. And it's like, yeah, they're getting pretty fucking good. I mean, they still need to work on eye and head and mouth tracking, but they're pretty fucking good. And I'm just like, what is going on here? This is, if you're able to harness the power of the AI, You could do a lot of shit. Nobody's going to know what's real, who's real, what's going on. People are going to say, I saw a video. Yeah, what? Yeah, I know. Now you can't trust like any videos you watch. You can't trust any videos you watch. Even some of the stupidest shit, like just interesting videos. Yeah, they're going to be interesting, but they're not going to be real. Now, I'm hoping that you guys can trust me that I'm not going to be an AI guy, and I'm going to be really me, and I'm going to keep posting up real shit on here. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how the AI stuff, other than just like news and everything, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, there's an alien invasion. And when the real alien invasion happens, nobody's going to believe it. And it's just going to get real weird real quick. Is there going to be an alien invasion? I don't know. You're definitely going to see videos about it. Whether they're real or not, I don't know. I guess you're going to have to wait for a fucking alien to come lick you on your face. Like, shit, that is real. Anyways, adios. Keep all 18 down. We'll talk to you later.